That's a good question. I'd say it's probably between 75 and 125 years old. Probably it was done in the 1950s or 1960s, so 50 to 60 years.
System.
Oh, it's devastating for it because there's only one sewer system instead of one for stormwater and one for sanitary conditions. So what happens is when there's a large-scale rainstorm, the untreated sewage gets flushed into the rivers and never makes it to the Alcosan plant. It causes pollution. You're dumping raw sewage into the rivers, and who wants to swim with that?
Sewer system.
Well, I think it's probably the same issue as rain. I mean, you get 1 foot of snow equals 1 inch of rain. So if you have a lot of snow, you can have 2 or 3 inches, and it's a constant melt, and it overloads the storm system and it overloads the sewage treatment plant fairly quickly, I would imagine.
Let's see.
Hypothetically, I'd say probably $4 to $6 billion. Yeah, I couldn't go water skiing because I didn't want to water ski with a bunch of fecal material. My sewage bill has gone up. It's actually kind of ridiculous that my water bill for a family of 3 is $80 a month. That's almost $1,000 a year. That's real money. No, I don't think they are. If you remember last summer, there was a tremendous rainstorm that dumped something on the order of 2 or 3 inches of rain on the city in maybe 45 minutes, and the natural basin at the bottom of Washington Boulevard filled up. There was 9 feet of water in it, the sewers overflowed, and 2 people drowned because of it. I mean, it's pitiful. It should have been taken care of 20 or 30 years ago. I'm really concerned about people dumping chemicals into the sewers and the sewage system. I took a tour of Alcosan about 2 years ago with a Boy Scout troop, and if you dump chemicals into the sewers, everything makes its way eventually to the Alcosan water treatment plant near the McKees Rocks Bridge, and the whole treatment plant is built using little microbes that eat all the sewage. If you kill off these little colonies of microbes with either lots of oil-based chemicals or metal-based chemicals like cadmium or zinc that's in a fluid, what happens is basically the water treatment plant can't do its job, and they start discharging huge amounts of raw sewage into the rivers. Anything that you dump into a sewer, you need to be aware of the fact that it's eventually going to hit the water treatment plant. So I guess people need to be real careful with the way they dispose of chemicals. I think paying to fix the sewer system is a huge problem, and it's got to be solved. You figure there's about 2 million residents in Allegheny County. If there was a million times 1,000 would be 1 billion, so 5,000 per person would be 5 billion. So 2 million people, it's going to cost about $2,500 per person. So you figure that's maybe $8,000 to $10,000 a family living in Allegheny County to fix this. So where's the money going to come from? I don't know. But when I was a kid, there was a lot of pollution from all the activities from industries like the steel industry and the coal and coke industries, and everybody dumped stuff into the rivers. It certainly wasn't as bad as Cleveland when the Cuyahoga River caught on fire, but the pollution in in Pittsburgh was pretty bad, and the rivers have been cleaned up dramatically. I mean, there's now you have activities where people row on them, and there's activities like the Head of the Ohio and the Gateway Clipper Fleet, but I think there's still a lot more that can be done. And I think one really positive step is to move to a two-system storm drain system and also sanitary sewers.